An IGN article has blown up recently, claiming that Nintendo has pulled out of E3, alongside Microsoft and Sony. Nintendo has pulled out supposedly because their latter half of the year is rather light on games and they don't have anything they really need to show off, while Microsoft and Sony have pulled out for unrelated reasons. Now, does this mean we're not getting a Summer Direct? Perhaps, but there's no way to know for certain. We could be getting a smaller Summer Direct that doesn't need the big buy-in and stage presence of an E3 presentation, but I don't know. That being said, if we're not getting a Summer Direct, and Pikmin 3 is still releasing this year, then it needs to be in the next Direct. Probably. I mean, if there's a Summer Direct and it's smaller, the game's already announced, it could occupy a rather unoccupied latter half of the year and just get a release date and a new Pikmin type, and there you go, Pikmin 4, take it or leave it, latter half of the year. I feel like this isn't how things are going to go down, however. Nintendo has been taking a much more meticulous approach to how they've been marketing Pikmin 4. If you notice, their first teaser was very, very limited in the information it had. As you can see, I'm going crazy over it. Us Pikmin fans have been, for the last several months, talking about it, and we're kind of running out of things to talk about. Especially because we haven't seen gameplay yet. The time is right to show us that gameplay, like now. There's rumors of a Direct on the 7th. Maybe we could see it on the 7th. There's two ways things go down if this game releases this year. This game either releases before Tears of the Kingdom or after Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is the next Zelda game, it's the follow-up to Breath of the Wild, and it's absolutely Nintendo's big heavy hitter this year, and it's releasing in May. The timing of Tears of the Kingdom actually leaves a lot of space for Pikmin 4, considering how early it releases in the year. IGN said in their article there's no heavy hitters for the latter half of the year as Nintendo starts to transition to a new console, and this may be the space that Pikmin 4 releases in. With relatively no other titles around it to obstruct from it, many people itching for a new game will try this game. Of course, this depends on the dubious idea of what a heavy hitter is according to IGN. Does Pikmin 4 count? Does it not? Let's assume for a moment IGN is completely leaving Pikmin 4 out of the heavy hitters category, which makes sense to me since the series has never really sold well. Even if this ends up being its big break, it doesn't necessarily qualify as a heavy hitter based on precedence whatsoever. If that's the case, leaving this game alone in the latter half of the year makes a lot of sense given how early Tears of the Kingdom releases. The point is, by being available during the holidays, if there is a holiday title that is weaker in the latter half of the year in terms of sales than the Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom can still pseudo-fill that role, which can help make a weaker title, by taking that slot, do better than it otherwise would normally. This means we may actually see Pikmin 4 fill the role of the big holiday title. People who just want a new game, want a new adventure, first-party Nintendo game, are going to turn to it, especially if they've already bought Tears of the Kingdom. At the same time, families who have held off on buying Tears of the Kingdom, now for the holidays, may go back and buy that game. If this is the case, whether or not there's a summer smaller Direct doesn't matter. We'll probably get a release date, and all of the gimmicks and new main types of Pikmin 4 revealed to us in the February Direct, with some surprises saved if there is a Summer Direct. The game can then release in the latter half of the year unhindered. At the same time, even if we get no new information until a Summer Direct, the game will likely still do fine because of the space left for it at the end of the year. So either it releases way earlier than we've probably been expecting it to, since most people have been saying it's going to release in the latter half of the year. I think just because we're pessimistic at this point, Pikmin 4 has been delayed and delayed and delayed, so of course it's going to take as long as humanly possible to release in 2023, right? Or it has basically the end of the year to itself. Either that, or IGN is just wrong about there not being any heavy hitters at the end of the year. I think given how little we've seen of Pikmin 4 though, and how close a new Direct more than likely is based on a lot of factors, we're probably going to see Pikmin 4 in the February Direct regardless of where it lands this year. But what do you think? Do you think we'll see a new trailer soon? Do you think we're just waiting and we're gonna have to wait for the Summer Direct anyway? Do you think there will even be an E3 Summer Direct? Do you think this is Pikmin 4's last shot to get a trailer before potentially being delayed? Do you think Pikmin 4 is still releasing this year? Please, let me know in the comments below. That being said, I'll stop rambling and end things here. My name is Vantage Emblem, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.